Hey guys, Sam here. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Necron? I keep saying Necron. Tyranid. New Tyranid Codex. Today I'm going to talk about the HQ choices available for the Codex and upgrades and stuff I give them. Alright, so I've got the Codex, and first thing I'm going to talk about, seeing as it's nice and simple, no upgrades or anything, is the Parasite of Mortrex. Now, first off, I just want to say the fluff on this guy is cool. I love it. Yeah, you know, don't know what I can say about the fluff. I think it's a good story. Maybe could use a little bit more fleshing out, but I did like it. The whole fact that it's a giant beast of viciousness and it injects you with Ripper swarms, and I may have missed something, but you can all tell me in the comments, as I'm sure you will. Oh yeah, alright, first thing I want to say that's good about him, he's jump infantry. You know, decent save, 3+, running claws, so running attacks, implant attacks ain't bad, he's synapse, which is good. Independent character, he can join a squad, which is quite rare. But he's not a monstrous creature, so you still get your armor saves, god damn you. Got Shadow in the Warp, which I like. Got a few nice rules if you're working with Ripper Swarms, though. Things that will just get you more Ripper Swarms and keep your Ripper Swarms from dying. All in all, he's not too much, 160 points. I don't think I'll be fielding him. At toughness 4, I reckon, if they want him dead, I mean, what can you stick him with? A unit of flying gargoyles or rippers? It's not going to last very long, I don't reckon. I don't know. I'd say a good 7 out of 10, just because of the fact he could die, despite the fact he's quite expensive. Alright. Second, I am going to go into the Tervagon. I love the look of the Tervagon. Spawns Termagants. Good psychic power. Synapse, Psyker, Shadow in the Warp, 3+ saving himself, strength toughness 6. He's a big toughie. He's a monstrous creature. I'm definitely not going to say a bad word about the big guy. The only downsides to him are probably the fact that if you roll a double when spawning the Termagants, when you're rolling your 3 dice, no more ever for the game. Which slightly disappoints me because, in the old game, in the old codex, the without numbers rule even if it, no matter what happened, you kept getting your men back as long as they died. But in this, I guess you get more and then have to die. Well, he's not exactly a slouch in close combat. You don't want to keep him too near your Termagants, because they take quite a few hits when he dies. If he dies. Hopefully he won't die. In the way of upgrades for him, I would quite happily say, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Scything Talons, so Crushing Claws? Possibly, if you felt like it. He's initiative 1 anyway. Adrenal Glands, I'd say yes, just because off the charge you don't want to be striking the same time as those Power Fist and Thunder Hammers. I'd also say Toxin Sacs as well as Adrenal Glands, just because the Gaunts nearby get them. Regeneration I'd always say yes to, I love it. I'm not sure about the other 2 psychic powers, they're good, but I'm not sure if I'd use them enough. I'll leave that one to you. Alright, so on to next, we have Tyranid Prime. I'm a bit split on this one. He's fairly tough and all, but he's just infantry. He looks like he could really... don't know, I think he's just missing something. Yeah, well, don't know, you get your armors. He's cheap. He's 80 points, so quite cheap. You can have bone swords and lash whips and all the stuff. I take a pair of bone swords. I love bone swords. Not sure if I changed the gun because I don't think I'd use it that often. It's one of the situations I don't think I'd waste regeneration on him. Again, for 10 points I might. Probably buy all the upgrades from. I don't know. Oh, right, I didn't give a score on the Tervagon, did I? Tervagon, I'm going to say 8 out of 10. Tyranid Prime gets a bit lower score of about 6, 7. Just because, well, he's cheap, I guess, but he's not that good. Hive Tyrant, Big Daddy from the last one. He's quite a bit more expensive this time at 170 points. He's big enough to do a bit of damage this time. A real bit of damage still. You know, 4 attacks with the charge, initiative 5. He's pretty tough. A couple of free psychic powers and stuff. He's definitely a nicer one of the known codex. What would I say? I'd say take all Scything Talons personally. I like being able to re-roll. Elder player, that's my thing. Regeneration, I think, wouldn't be too bad to buy on this guy. I'd say possibly an armored shell, 2+ save, quite nice. I don't know, but wings in this codex puts him up to 230 points. So he's quite expensive if you do that, and that's just plain. But I still think it's probably worth it. You could probably still do it. Oh, the Swarm Lord, guys. I definitely recommend it. He looks really good, if you ask me. He's quite expensive, yeah, definitely, but he's good. He's got some nice rules, decent save, large number of wounds, monstrous creature, with bone sabers, leech essence, and all the powers, all the rules. He's a phenomenal character. I would suggest him. Then of course there's the Tyrant Guard, which are cool. 60 points a model. They're not too much. I don't mind them. I don't think they're amazing. I mean, I don't know, I'm just wondering how many... I mean, sure, you're strength 5, but... You're fighting against Space Marines, you're still going to just be wounded on freeze, and then they still get their armour, because they're infantry. That's what you always play these days, isn't it, Marines? But, you know, they look alright. The 60 points ain't bad. So, you know, I think I'd take them. Yep, well, there you are, guys. A quick overview on the HQs. I'll go into more detail once I've played them. And, yep, I've got a headset, so I can talk to you like this. Aren't you lucky? You get to hear my droning voice. Alright, guys. Happy wargaming. Good night.